set that one to 4 How long is your bore?
4 7/8.
Okay. Hey, now what? You gonna set the hone head up with the speeds and the depth? Set your bore length and make sure your height is right. So check your bore length on the right side, and you are at 4 7/8. If you are, now you need to set your height to 3/8 of an inch stone height above the deck. Where does it need to go? In the 3 o'clock position. You know you're in the right place as far as setting the block height goes. Get your machine dowel pins and set them in there, and get ready for your torque plate. sure you have ample space around the bore so that your stones aren't hitting the sides of the head gasket, etc. You'd be running that in with the Allen broach or using a 9/16 12 point to run the nuts down on the stud. Steps. So you can go 35, 55, 75. Measure your piston so that you know what size to make your bore. So for bore size, you're going to take the size of your piston and then add in your built-in clearance from your spec sheet. In this case, we're going to go with 3 2/10. So like using your setting fixture to set your target bore size on your dial gauge, and you're picking your anvil based on the hidden chart behind the little hubbies. So in this case, which one are you going to use? 6, so anvil number 6, and you're going to screw anvil number 6 in there and make it jive with what you've set on the setting fixture. Now, since we've got it set on your dial bore gauge, we want to set your 0 to the same mic you used to measure your pistons so we don't have to worry about tolerance stacking. And sometimes it's good to go 1 to 2/10 of a thou past where your target is for heat, as when it cools off it'll shrink back to what your zero is. Okay, now is the part where you maybe want to measure your bore and see how much you might be taking out. One rep, so that's what, about 17, 18? Okay, so a nominal 20 or half a millimeter, but 18. Now you can start roughing it out with your EHU 123 stone. What you're going to target with your EHU 123 honing stone is between 3 and 5 thousandths away from your target bore size. Is that right? Between 3 and 5 thousandths from your target bore size. Great. Now you want to set your thimble for the amount of material you want to remove, which you've got 18, so I would go ahead and just set your thimble for 20. It's probably going to remove 10 thou, so half of what you call for. If we're at 18 and it removes 10, that should put you at between 7 and 8 when the machine shuts off. If you're running the machine at roughly 60 to 80% cycle. Go ahead, mister. So, make sure you're not heading in the bottom. Yeah. Which way? Okay, try that. What do you got? 6 to 7? 7-ish? 7 to 8. Okay, that's about what we expected, isn't it? As long as your pressure is not too high. Cool. We're roughed out on that hole. Okay, so you're roughed out. You're to within 3 or 4 thou away from your zero. Now you're going to want to take your EHU 123 stones and replace them with EHU 518. I believe that's a 220 grit. Your cylinder has shrunk a little bit. That's okay though. Now, with the 518 stone, you're going to target between half a thou and 1 thou, with a duty of 40 to 60% on the duty meter of the hone. Something funny that you find interesting. You don't measure things on the duty meter. next stone. 6 7/10 of a thou. That means it's time to move on to the 6-2-3 stone. The 6-2-3 stone is even finer than the 5-1-8 stone, because what we're doing is called plateau honing. Now we're going to run our 6-2-3 stone, which I believe is either a 280 or a 320, down to our 0 number on our dial bore gauge. Maybe it was 20 and 60. Let's give it a measure. It's still too small. We need to make this hole bigger. What do you need to take out of the hole?
4/10 of a thou.
That's a lot. Actually, it's not. Now this is where we deviate in the process, because we're now going to shim these stones to 4 instead of 3 like we've been shimming to 3. And we're also going to remove the top little alignment guides. And we're just going to do somewhere between 5 and 8 strokes. Up to 20%, count it out. There we are. And we're very gentle when we remove the stones from the cylinder, and we back off the thumb wheel just a little bit so that we leave as minimal mark on the bore as possible. And this is what we're left with. Very nice. Okay, now we've done the other cylinder on this side. The next step is going to be draining the block, removing the torque plate and head gasket, putting the clear plastic on this side, flipping the block over, and doing the exact same thing all over again.